Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. For today's video, we have the best dunker from every NBA team. A video by Austin Sweat. Link to his channel description below, man. Pretty self-explanatory. So you guys let me know in the comment section below. Who do you think the best dunker in the NBA is? I still think it's Vince Carter, guys. I still think VC is probably the best dunker considering his age in the entire league. Here we go.
The best dunker from
Or
every
Luke Kennard,
NBA
of course. Maybe throw it down. He just,
to
sticks to the three-point shot pretty much, man. But, it's playing to your strengths. But, yeah.
rank them all,
Okay.
but it would have been tough to rank 30 players based off either the dunks we've seen from them or their potential. So we're just looking at the best from nearly every team. And I say nearly because the Suns, Wizards, Mavs, and Warriors.
Wait, what?
So we're just looking at the best from nearly every team. And I say nearly because the
Suns. Yeah, nobody could dunk on the Suns, man. Nobody could dunk on the Suns.
Wizards,
Isaac Bonga. I bet you that dude could throw down, man. I bet you he could.
Mavs,
Mavericks. I mean, Porzingis can actually jam down pretty good, man, but he's tall. Nobody likes tall dunkers.
and Warriors.
And the Warriors, don't they got Glenn Robinson? Is he not, or is he not on the team? Huh.
Really don't
Okay.
have a great dunker on the roster, so I'm not going to include them. And Washington's spot would usually go to John Wall, but with everything he's going through, he might not be too great when he returns.
Oh,
So
he'll be
we're gonna
throwing
look at the
down.
best dunker on the rest
I
of these
believe in
teams,
John Wall.
starting with John Collins on the Atlanta Hawks.
Got Vince
And
Carter on the
Collins has
team!
always been a great dunker, and didn't even
Bro, you got all the Atlanta Hawks. You have Vince Carter, man. The fact that Vince Carter can even dunk at his age is what's got to give him the best dunker on the Hawks. I bet you John Collins even say it too, man.
Either one off of alley-oops, pick and rolls, and fast breaks. And in those moments, he
Man.
can throw it down with either hand,
Come on,
one
bro.
or two-handed. And things like that earned him a lot of credibility. But after last year's dunk contest,
The hell?
he lost it all.
Is that man on a freaking paper airplane? What's he doing? What is he wearing? Yeah, I won't put Vince
With
Carter
that
there
horrible
still. Okay.
plane dunk. It took like 10 minutes to set up.
Oh my.
His outfit for it was hilarious, and he wrecked the entire plane. I mean, Blake Griffin jumps a car, and John Collins couldn't make it over this. He's
Facts,
Atlanta's
man.
best dunker, but from now on, let's just hope he stays away.
I bet you Blake Griffin could jump over a tank, man, if he really wanted to. He just
Then
keeps
the
it classy.
Celtics don't have
Taco
anyone
fall.
who's flat out known for dunking, but Jalen and Jason have both had their fair share of nasty throwdowns, with the most notable
What
being
about Romeo
Tatum's on
Langford? Can he
LeBron
throw down?
in the 2018 playoffs. And with the race between both of these guys being so close, I think that's going to be the main thing that ranks Jason ahead of Jalen as the Celtics' best dunker.
See, thing about Jason Tatum, he's a fine dunker, but he's a hype dunker, man. A hype dunker is just like, oh my god, he's only 20 years old, he dunked on LeBron James. Like, if it was anybody else doing that dunk on somebody else, it wasn't a cool dunk. It was just cool because it was a hype dunk, man. Completely different. That's just, I don't
Dunker.
know. I
As
feel like
for
that,
the Nets,
that's a
their
thing.
best dunker hands down goes to DeAndre Jordan. I mean, for one, all he does on offense is dunk the ball. But
about Joe
outside of
Harris?
an actual game, even though his 2017 contest appearance would say otherwise, he's still an
Is that
insane
Tayshaun Prince?
dunker, especially for his
I thought that was Tayshaun Prince over there for a sec.
size. I mean, if you've ever
Buffed
seen the videos
up.
of what he does in warm-ups, you'd know what I'm talking about. He can do windmill dunks, reverse windmills.
Yeah, he's a
one-handed
good dunker.
Clutch 360s, reverse between the legs, and 360
What about KD?
windmills. Oh yeah, and let's not forget about the Brandon Knight dunk. That still may very well be the craziest in-game dunk we've ever seen.
Yeah, we all
Then
know.
a team not so
Brandon Knight just walking out, man.
fortunate with a great dunker is the Charlotte Hornets, who have Malik Monk without any real competition for this spot.
Isn't Miles Bridges can throw it down?
Miles Bridges is solid in game,
Yeah.
but that's it. His contest
Really?
performance was pretty rough. Then we have the Chicago Bulls with Zach LaVine. And
Yup,
this is the
easy.
one guy where nothing needs to be said. But there is something to be said about the Cavs and Larry Nance Jr., who came into the league as a deceptively good dunker. He's a guy that right off the bat, you wouldn't really expect him to be able to do the things that he can. And
What
unlike
about
a
Cedi
lot of guys
Osman?
like that, he actually did put up a solid performance when he was in the dunk contest. But we all know that Nance's best moments have been in-game, with monster dunks on Brook Lopez and Kevin Durant in the past.
Yeah.
Then the Nuggets are a team that have a few solid dunkers.
Michael Porter.
in Jeremy
Michael
Grant,
Porter.
Malik Beasley, and Will Barton.
Michael
But even though
Porter.
we still haven't seen too much from him. From the footage that's out there, Michael Porter Jr. beats those guys out for this
Yup.
spot. I mean, for being 6'10", he can throw down some mean dunks. Plus, he can
He's 6'7" without shoes, man. He ain't no 6'10".
Hit his head over the rim.
He's not
so I'm sure
6'10".
he's got a lot of other great things he just hasn't shown yet.
He's not as tall as Joel
Speaking of a
Embiid.
6'10" dude that can dunk, that leads us to the Pistons' best dunker, which is obviously Blake Griffin. There's no real
D-Rose.
competition for him on the team, but that's not surprising because he's still up there as one of the better dunkers in the league.
Christian
He
Wood,
used to
man.
be thought of as the best dunker in the NBA for his 2011 contest performance and his insane poster dunks. But things have really slowed down for him. He barely dunks anymore, and a lot of guys are thought of to be better than him now. And while I'm sure he still has the ability to dunk,
It's
like
just
he
for health
used to,
reasons,
he's getting
would be my
older and he
guess.
just chooses not to anymore. Then for the Houston Rockets, it was
Russell.
a tough one
Russell.
between Russell
Gerald
Westbrook
Green,
and
Gerald Green. Yeah.
And
Yup.
while Gerald will go down as one of the best dunkers ever, he's going on 34 years old. So this Rockets spot goes to Westbrook. People have wanted
About
to see
PJ
him in a
Tucker.
contest for years, but I don't know if I've ever seen him do any type of fancy dunk, and I don't know if he has it in him. But he's still the Rockets' best dunker by far because he's made a name for having the absolute most vicious and aggressive dunks in the game. And the
Yup.
league's got another thing coming with the Grizzlies.
Jaren
whose
Jackson.
new best dunker is Ja Morant.
Ja Morant, okay.
Whose dunking ability may
Damn,
be an
bro!
improved version of Russell Westbrook.
Oh,
because
look-
Ja's
oh,
also
he almost
6'3", but has a reported 44-inch vertical
Oh my
compared to
God.
Westbrook's 37-inch max jump. And Ja's only 20. He's still got plenty of time to get stronger,
Damn,
faster,
dude.
and more athletic. And I say he's like Russ because they dunk in similar styles. Nothing really too flashy or over the top, but power
Just
dunks
gets
coming
up.
full speed down the court. On the Indiana Pacers, it's
Oladipo.
without question
Yep.
that Victor Oladipo is the team's best dunker. And he's great all around. He's shown potential with in-game dunks and in the dunk contest. But I will say he's not really a good contest dunker. I mean, he barely made any of the dunks he attempted in both contests that he's been in.
Yeah, some of the
And
dunk contests
arguably
get
his most popular
real
Black
boring.
Panther dunk wasn't
Real boring.
impressive aside from the mask. But he's still by far the Pacers' best. Then we have the Clippers with Paul George. And this is another one that's no contest. His signature dunk is really the 360 win.
I bet you Kawhi wasn't so boring. He would actually be able to throw down a lot, man. But Kawhi Leonard is basically a small forward Tim Duncan. So
Between the legs.
Well,
which
nothing
is
wrong with that.
crazy
It works
enough.
for him,
And
but-
he's done his fair share of dunking on people.
Guarantee you got
But
hops.
unfortunately, the NBA robbed us of seeing him in a contest when the only one he joined was the horrible one that they changed the format of back
Yeah,
in
that shit was
2014.
so stupid,
Someone else
man.
we've also never got to truly
Ugh.
see in a dunk contest has been the Lakers' best in LeBron James. People have wanted it to happen for years, and how could you not with all the dunks he puts on in warm-ups and practice? And that's not even to mention his dunk on Jason Terry.
Why does he
that's
not
gone
do
down as
dunk
one of the
contests?
most disrespectful we've ever seen. Or the time he completely dunked over John Lucas in the middle of a game. It's sad though. James
yeah, but it's all short people though, man. Like if you got somebody, because I'm 5'8", so if there's somebody out there that's like 5'5", I'm gonna dunk over them too. So, like, jump over Tristan Thompson, I'll be impressed.
is just gonna go down
You
as
know?
the best dunker who we've never really got to see his true potential.
Like Vince Carter dunked over that 7-foot dude. Remember that one?
But I mean, I guess we've been lucky enough to be able to see what we did from him. Then the Miami Heat's best dunker is easily Derrick Jones Jr. And I don't know if he'll ever be a great player, but Miami's definitely doing the right thing by
got the
betting
hops,
on
right?
him and refusing to trade him because he has so much potential. As a dunker though, he's already made it clear that he's a freak athlete.
Damn,
and
they
one of the
refused to
best
trade him?
in-game
What?
dunkers out there. Something I'm looking to see a lot more from him this upcoming season.
bet he's traded-
The Milwaukee Bucks
Chris
best
Paul's on the
dunker
market.
beats out little competition with Giannis, who's dunked on just about everyone at this point. And if you thought LeBron jumping over a 5'11" John Lucas in game was impressive, let me remind you that Giannis dunked over 6'6" Tim Hardaway Jr. 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, but Giannis is still taller than him, so it's not that impressive.
And in terms of in-game dunking, Giannis definitely dunks the most often and is easily the best in-game right now. But let's not overrate him, because if you remember when he was in the 2015 dunk contest, you know it was rough.
Dunk over Kristaps Porzingis, Giannis, and I'll give you the title of the best dunker in the league.
His first dunk was a normal alley-oop that he couldn't even make, and his second was an alley-ooped reverse dunk. So let's just hope he doesn't join another dunk contest. But then we switch gears to the Pelicans and Zion Williamson,
yup.
who even though he
I know it's not Zion, man. It's Zion. Y'all thought I was watching too much. Well, I'm just joking, man. It's not Zion.
He hasn't played a game. He deserves to be titled as a top dunker in the NBA. I mean,
He had a
285
nuts,
dunking from the
debut in
free
his
throw line,
preseason.
hitting behind the back dunks, 360s, and breaking backboards. And even through
He
high
dunked like it's his first basket for the Pelicans was literally posterizing somebody.
school and college, we haven't seen him really dunk on anyone because no one's been crazy enough to step in front of him. But I feel like it's coming this season.
It already
expect
has.
To see him in a dunk contest
It already
anytime
has.
soon, though, because he's gone on record and said that he doesn't think he wants to join. But let's all hope he changes his mind. And that's because the Magic's best dunker is Eric Gordon, who has said he wants to participate again this year and called out Zach LaVine for a rematch.
Zach LaVine, kick
and if
your
you
ass,
add
man.
Zion to what was one of, if not the greatest contest ever, that's big time history being made. And speaking of that original contest, I mean, those dunks were insane. We haven't really seen any big time dunks from Aaron Gordon in game, which is pretty surprising, but he still proved that he's right behind LaVine as the best dunker in the NBA. The New York Knicks then have an underrated dunker, Dennis Smith Jr.,
Dennis Smith,
believe it
yeah,
or not, has an incredible 48-inch max vertical, which ties the record for the highest ever recorded at the draft combine.
Wow,
and
I did not know
the only reason he
that.
didn't go further
Oh
in the
my
2018
God.
dunk contest was because he couldn't make his first dunk. The Oklahoma City Thunder's best is Hamidou Diallo, who's your reigning dunk contest champion, and that elbow dunk over Shaq is one of the most impressive dunks in a long time, and he was able to do that thanks to his 44.5-inch vertical. As we know though, just because he's a great dunker doesn't mean he'll be successful in the league, so let's just hope he can put together a solid career going forward. Someone in an opposite position though is Ben Simmons for the 76ers, who's an okay dunker, but so far has had a great career early on. I had to put him as Philly's best dunker because there really wasn't too much to choose from, and while he may dunk often, I still haven't seen him do anything too impressive. And that's surprising based on the fact that he's 6'10" with a 41-inch vertical. The Portland Trailblazers' best then goes to Damian Lillard. And Portland doesn't have any great dunkers besides Dame, but honestly, he's very underrated in that category because he doesn't dunk very often.
Right, I was going to say that. He like never dunks.
Seem like he'd be able to like he can, but when he does, it's in a huge way. I mean, all the abilities there, and he showed that in the 2014 contest with some nice 360s and between the leg dunks. Then the Spurs' best dunker is someone who's always been known to be great in that category, in DeMar DeRozan. And especially early on, he was always known as one of the better in-game dunkers in the NBA. And he even had some impressive dunks in the 2010 and 11 dunk contests. And as for the Raptors, their best dunker is Pascal Siakam. And there's not too much to be said here, besides the fact that the Raptors have no other good dunkers on the roster. And even though he doesn't do anything fancy, he can throw down. Pascal became a near...
Oh wait, no he can't. And he can't do anything because he sucks at basketball.
Elite finisher.
My bad.
This past
Gotta
year.
mix it up.
Then we're finishing things off with two of the best dunkers in the league, with the Utah Jazz having Donovan Mitchell, who's a former contest champion. He's an all-around athlete with a 40-inch...
Can you imagine how crazy we have freaking like balding, janitor-looking accounting Joe Ingles could just like throw down like crazy? It'll just be the most ridiculous thing ever, man.
And is without a doubt Utah's best dunker, and probably top 5 in the NBA right now. Then last up is the Timberwolves with Andrew Wiggins. And because of how disappointing things have been for him, I feel like people forget just how good this man can really dunk. I mean, it's not our fault for forgetting though, because we haven't gotten to see much from him in that category since he was in high school.
He shoots too many jump shots now,
But even though people love to hate on him, there's no denying that he's still one of the best pure athletes out there and has the potential of a top 3 or 4 dunker in the league right now. And that's everyone, which is going to wrap up the video.
Yeah, that's definitely not a bad list. Also, I don't think I saw the Sacramento Kings. Who's best dunker on the Kings? Because was that team not listed? I don't know. De'Aaron Fox, right? Probably say De'Aaron Fox. I don't know. Regardless, good video though. Good video. I thought it was pretty damn accurate for the most part there. So of course, there's always arguments to be made, like Luke Kennard or Blake Griffin, but overall, man, pretty damn good. So yeah, thank you guys also for watching. Link to Austin Sweat's channel description below. Peace out, my friends.